Okay, so it looks like we're live. Um, Good afternoon, everybody. This one's a little late, later than I'd like, but it is what it is. So, take a few minutes and talk about what's going on with me here. Um, well, since I don't have a webcam at the moment, most of y'all that will see this probably haven't ever actually seen me. So I'll start out by saying, I'm probably not the kind of person that should be doing a live stream. I weigh 400 pounds and I'm in my 30s, so that's a thing that's happening. But the reason I did stream last week is because I was out of town in New York City, meeting some truly amazing people, and getting to see someone I actually don't have a very high opinion of. But you know what? He's not really a bad guy. Um, we did have a good time. So, got to see a museum together. Don't think we changed his position on like Young Earth creation or anything like that, but he's he was at least honest and that we weren't trying to kill him and stuff. So I think we've made at least a little progress there. But that's not what this is about. This is about the fact that on the way home, I was talking with a friend, and we both kind of realize we have goals. He's like 110 pounds soaking. Well, I don't want to say that. He's tall, so 110 pounds is probably a low estimate. But he's a skinny dude, and over the last 2 months, I've given him some advice on how he should be taking care of himself. Um, and what he should be doing in the gym, and it's helped him a lot. I've helped some other stuff. Um, and so he's agreed to help me stay motivated, to come down and work out with me every week or two. So I got a gym membership. They gave me some, like a couple of passes for some personal training. So I went and did that yesterday. So yeah, working with a trainer to help stay motivated and have them push me, um, did make me see the value in that. So I went ahead and I'm going to be trying to do some team training, basically small group. So he's got, you know, enough time during the session to give me some one-on-one attention, but there are also other people, so that's gonna be a thing. Um, I think it'll be worth it. So I'm trying to better myself. That being said, um, since I'm barely making my bills as it is, um, may end up needing some help. So what I've put out there is I started a group on G Plus, well, a circle, so I can post pictures and updates as to what's going on. Um, with me. And I'm hoping that I can actually stick with this for a good long time and meet my goals. I have some issues that may pop up, but I think with a good support group and people helping me stay motivated, what I'm trying to do is attainable. So, um, God damn it. But I may need to do like a Patreon. So, yeah. Um, so since I may need to do a Patreon, figured I'd do a small stream on that, as to why. Um, it's just a thing. I don't actually have money, so Patreon to help me offset the costs of roughly $110 a month for this, which I think is definitely worth it. So we're gonna do that. Since I'm not gonna just basically sit here and e-beg, let's move on a little bit. Um, Last night, Hanazubi. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop this one so it encodes, and then I'll start another one pretty much right away, and we'll move on to our next topic. But yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and tab out here, which means the game audio is gonna go away, and stop the stream, and I'll start a new video here in a few minutes. Thanks everybody for watching this. Okay, so this is stream number 2 for today. Here playing, start some Star Trek Online because reasons. And yeah, so what we're doing here is I was gonna run down Hana's hangout last night. Last night, Hana had an actual hangout on a very sensitive subject that a lot of people don't like to talk about. Mainly, they were speaking of abortion and things like that. I'm really sad that I missed that one because it's a subject that I don't get to discuss much, and I have some views on it that are, I don't know. It's weird with me being a guy, I guess. Um, but I'll put it this way. I am generally pro-choice. Um, like that a woman should have the right to do with, you know, do take care of her body if she needs to. Um, I also tend to think that, as they pointed out in that hangout, like to be pregnant as a woman is to be pretty much in danger at all times. There can be some serious complications. Um, Things like ectopic pregnancies happen. I mean, to be pregnant as a woman is to have your life in danger. Um, just one of the things you kind of have to accept. Um, Being pregnant, 40 years ago, maybe 50 years ago, I'm not 100% sure, pretty much meant your life was over. If you're a woman, you weren't gonna find anybody that wanted to marry you. You weren't gonna be able to do certain things because of it. And luckily we've changed that some. My whole thing is I don't think I mean abortion is a terrible thing, so don't get that twisted. But the problem right now is sex education in places like well where I grew up in Texas. Um, they want to say abstinence only. Abstinence only is fine if you want to teach abstinence, cool. But the problem I've run into with a lot of these, with a lot of people I've met who've had abstinence only sex ed, is that they were lied to. They were literally told things like, condoms fail 70, 80, 90% of the time um, when they asked about condoms. They were told that, um, they didn't actually have things explained to them as far as, like where babies come from. And I mean, I don't know anybody out there who's watching this. I don't know my demographics as far as age or anything like that. But if you've met somebody in their early 20s who's a freshman or sophomore in college and they don't have the sense enough to actually know where a baby comes from, like it's frightening. It's a really scary thing to see that. And like then you as somebody who ends up being their friend end up having to teach sex ed, which is something I learned at like 12, 13 years old. We had a comprehensive sex ed. Yeah, they said, abstinence is a good thing. Don't go out and fuck people. Um, which I would agree with. But they also said, if you are going to, if you decide to, if your urges get the better of you, then, here are some things to make yourself safe, so you don't catch something that won't wash off with penicillin. And I mean, that's a for real thing. Like, things like venereal disease, chlamydia, um, that kind of stuff. I mean, chlamydia is not super duper terrible, but I mean, especially since it's treatable now, but I mean, it's not something you want. Um, you know what I'm saying? Um, I'm of the opinion that, if you teach children the right thing to do, um, they end up like me, informed. So they're informed of what can happen. And then they know the consequences of their actions. Because meeting somebody in their mid 20s that doesn't know that, hey, if I have sex with somebody, that can result in pregnancy is scary. I mean, not only is it just sad, does it make you feel sad for them, it's scary. Like, it's kind of surreal. Like, you know, I don't know how to describe the feeling at this point, honestly. Um, but I mean, it's like that person is like broken, and you have to now fix them. You have to educate them, and that shouldn't be your job. And you have to do it because the system that we have, as far as abstinence only education and stuff, failed them. And I mean, when I say it failed them, I mean it failed them in a big way. Um, and that's the point you want to make to people. When you do that, you aren't just let me do this for a second. Let me. Okay, let me say this. Um, just because comprehensive sex education is there, and you tell people, hey, condoms are a thing that exist, you're not handing them a condom. You're not saying, hey, go fuck people. Because, and I know this one from experience, if your church group and you as a parent and stuff did your job right, there's an enormous amount of guilt associated with that particular action. Either masturbation or whatever. There's all kinds of crazy guilt, and you end up thinking it's dirty or something you shouldn't do. Okay? And so you do your best to remain abstinent, even though um, like the kind of dumb shit that happened. So what I'm saying is that just because you're teaching kids that a condom is a thing that exists and that it's effective, um, most kids are taught in their home and church that sex isn't something you should do. It's bad. It's a sin. Don't do that. Don't masturbate. Don't touch yourself. None of that kind of stuff. I know that's what I was taught. That's how I was brought up. That's what I was told to feel. Told that I should feel. Um, and so it's what I did feel for a really long time. And yeah. So I mean, I'm not sure how to finish this one off, honestly. I kind of want to do it before I kill this shield generator thing, because that's going to be a right bitch to, thing. It makes stuff happen, so. There we go. See, I believe they should be over here. Do. See what we got here. There we are. Oh, I bumped my mic, but anyways. Um, yeah. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to, God damn it. It blowed up. That sucks. Well, I don't know that they respawn, so let's... go on out and down here and see what we can find. There we go. Oh, iridium. Resonance? Oh, micro and particle beam, okay. Give me a sec, bitch. Iridium is a micro particle beam. Okay, so if it's Bolemite, we use a resonance and then geologic. If it's Cormite, geologic micro, and then if it's iridium micro, okay, got it. Oh, it's a micro. Particle. Okay. There we go. See if we can get a few more materials. I'm gonna have to go here real soon, guys, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to get my thoughts out there. Like, the thing is, like, I don't know, people like Antonio and some of the other people that are involved in the discussion around the issue that I was talking about a minute ago, they seem to want to think that it's all or nothing. Like, either we don't have this discussion, we make abortion illegal, and that's it, or we just murder babies. And they seem to also think that like abortion is specifically killing a kid, like, straight up murder, and it's not. there are times when it's actually necessary, unfortunately, and I wish it wasn't. But they don't think that us educating people on the use of actual proper contraceptive or contraception is something that will reduce the number of abortions that have to happen, and that's just patently false. If you look at the places that have good comprehensive sex education, where people are actually like informed, then you see that their abortion rates are lower. When you look at places that are all about Jesus, 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 don't touch yourself, it's a bad thing. Um, that's where you see like high rates of teen pregnancy, high rates of all kinds of stuff that you know we shouldn't see if what these people want to say is correct. Because knowledge is a thing. Knowing where there we go. Knowing where babies come from, that's a thing. Um, oh, okay. Let me answer this Skype call real quick. There we go. Yo, what's up? Yeah, give me a second.